We feel we've had an excellent relationship with Valley. I'd be recommending without reservation. The impact that the Valley relationship has had on our provision has been excellent. Hi, I'm Simon Watkins. I'm the Executive Head at Ludlow Junior School. I've been here just over 10.5 years. We've been through a major rebuild in the last 3 years, and that's looked at our main building, landscaping, zoning the playground, and looking at all the challenges that an urban environment gives us. We started a major roofing and heating project 3 years ago because we were losing about 40% of our accommodation at any given point to temporary accommodation. So 2 completely separate types of porta cabin, relocating exclusion zones, etc. We lost major parts of the playground, lots of surface damage, and actually had some areas that we couldn't use at all. So our key aim as we move towards the end of the project was to maximise space, to make it much more user-friendly for the children, and also to consider the type of environments that we could offer, so that we were moving away from just our very big tarmac playground so that we could have something that was much more rich and varied. When we began our key phase of redevelopment externally, we had some initial ideas on how we wanted to make some areas of the playground much more organic, lose our very straight line, angular external areas. We also had some key elements of play that we wanted to develop in terms of our PE and sports provision. We felt we had a really positive relationship with Valley. They listened to our initial ideas, looked at pre-designed sketches. Then what we found really useful was that they were very willing to adapt our sketches to give some support and guidance, thinking about how we might add contours to what was a very flat playground area. And we found that through some really good communication, we had a really positive relationship that developed during the course of the project. The key focus for this phase of the project was usability, pupil access, and how we could segregate areas and develop zones. What's worked really well for us is that the finish that we have within the garden area allows all year access. The pathways and the Astro area work really well. In terms of the sports area, it now allows us to have 2 PE lessons running parallel, allows the rest of the playground to run at the same time. In terms of curriculum, that's added about 30 minutes per day of active area that we can use. And in terms of the garden area, a quieter area where pupils have started to settle into reading, quieter activities, and it's really had a beneficial impact both on our playground zoning and our curriculum delivery, particularly in PE and games. When we brought parents and pupils back onto site in September, the feedback on the finished product was excellent. Pupils really excited about the possibility of getting into our sports area. Parents and pupils really keen to start exploring the garden area. And what's been really positive is that we've also had some parents approach us to help develop the planting and other aspects of the garden area. So we now see this very much as a community project and not just a school project, which we think will be really positive for bringing us together as a community hub. Our advice to schools who may be considering a contract or project of this nature, ensure that you've got some really good communication. Be prepared to sketch out initial ideas, be prepared to redraft them, talk them through, make sure that the contractor understands key needs, everything from accessibility, zoning, the relationship you want between adults, pupils. The key advice really would be really good communication, flexibility, and willingness to keep sitting down at the drawing board until you get a final version that you feel will deliver all of the aspects that you're looking for. We have reflected on, is there anything that we could have done better or anything to change? Having opened in the autumn term because of the project, I think the key element we're now looking for is some sunshine. Pupils are desperate to spend lots of time on the grass areas, so looking forward now to good weather, being able to time the planting of the planters and allocating those. But in terms of the key design features and functionality, we're really happy that we got it right. From our point of view, we're in a very urban area. Lots of localities very densely populated and built. We were really keen to look at natural area. We now know that in this garden space we can probably have 3 or 4 classrooms working comfortably. Determine that we can maximise use of the outside area, and really keen that we see the benefit for our pupils. From our experience from pre-conversations, initial design, review, we feel we've had an excellent relationship with Valley. If I was recommending to colleagues, I'd be recommending without reservation, and the impact that the Valley relationship has had on our provision has been excellent.